Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wine Down Wednesday with Real Girls Wine. I am Miana Booker or Yana, and this is our fourth episode, and we are dedicating this episode to Thomas Davis, aka Tommy Boy. Rest in peace.
So today we're going to have our special guest is Enid Blanton of Ancestry Cigars.
Hi.
Welcome.
So a little bit about Ancestry Cigars before she gets started. Ancestry Cigars is owned by Enid. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Enid
B. Blanton. She's the first African American woman to hold a tobacco license in the state of Illinois. Also, Enid is a veteran of the United States Air Force. Ancestry Cigars was formed August 28, 2020 to honor the parents and grandparents of Enid. Currently, right now, Ancestry Cigars can be found throughout the Midwest, Southwest, Northeast, and currently international. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, Enid.
As everybody knows, first of all, thank you guys for bringing me on to the show tonight. I am a wife, a mother, and I'm also a businesswoman. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I went to Catholic school all my life. I was in the United States Air Force, and I manufacture cigars. I have my own brand, which is called Ancestry Cigars Incorporated. So that gives you a summary because you basically summarize everything about me.
So I definitely have a question. I know with me, when I think of cigars, I think of a male-dominated industry. How do you feel about being in a male-dominated industry, and how does that affect, your business basically?
It's very interesting being in a male-dominated industry. I can say it has its challenges, its ups and downs, but how I deal with it is I command my respect. Like, I don't let you disrespect me, all because I'm a woman. I don't let any of that happen. And also, I guess my background for me being in the military, because I had to work with men for so long, that I knew how to adjust well to them when it came time with the business.
Okay.
So, and what was why? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to know why you got started.
So basically, as a lot of people know, my husband is the president of my corporation. So my husband had turned me on to cigars. I've been smoking I guess it's 12, 13 years. We've been together 15 years now. And he would take me to cigar lounges. And I always wondered why there were never any, that many women brands. And basically it went from there. I ended up asking questions, doing my research. And I was like, you guys, it doesn't make any sense that it's not a women out here, especially when the dynamics of smoking is turning to women. And we need to start acknowledging that women are coming into the industry. So that's the reason why I went ahead and I formed Ancestry Cigars.
That's awesome. So we know your why. Can you tell us some of the mistakes that you made starting out that you learned from? Just a few.
So basically, some of the mistakes that I made was I put a lot of my business into other people's hands, and I did not basically check and balance. That was one of the biggest thing that I've learned from. And being in year number 3, because August 28th of this year will be our year number 3. It'll be our 3rd year anniversary. And I've learned that you have to check and balance everybody, no matter what business you're in, because if you don't check and balance them, then they'll run away with your business and you'll be sitting up answering questions about stuff and you don't even, know that went on.
Well, congratulations and
One of
thank
the.
you for that.
Mhm.
So I also have a question. I'm like, I'm like the baby at the group. I have never smoked a cigar in my life,
We gonna change that. Don't worry about it.
but I feel like I need to get started. So, like, do you have like any tips on someone that's never smoked a cigar and where to go and how to conduct myself?
Well, first of all, one thing that I find that a lot of lounges, when it's new women that are coming in to smoke cigars, they always want to give.
She's frozen.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
we can
You
hear
want
you.
to start out with something sweet, you can do an infused cigar. But if you want to go straight to the natural and don't want to do the sweet, I always recommend, no matter a man or a woman, to start with a Connecticut because it's a very mild cigar. You won't get like your voice being raspy and everything. Because like right now, I'm smoking one of my Maduros. You won't have the raspiness. So I always recommend that you start out slow. And I always recommend that you go to a lounge that the person who works the humidor, that they're very knowledgeable, so that they can put you on something or start you out rather with a cigar that is complimenting somebody that's a new cigar smoker. So
Because I've always heard that like you're supposed to so you're not supposed to inhale. Is that correct? Okay.
correct. You're supposed to basically just draw it in, taste it in your mouth, and blow it out.
Okay. Got it. I will definitely
And
remember
basically,
that.
pores of your mouth taste it. So it'll be
Mhm.
able to break it down. It'll be able to taste if pepper notes, cream notes, nut notes, so on and so forth. There's so many notes that you can taste in a cigar that we can go on and on.
Okay.
Well, we know you're 3 years in. How do you balance being a wife, a mother? Are you a mother?
Yes. I
Okay,
have
a
a
wife, a
17-year-old.
mother, an entrepreneur. How do you balance all of those things?
My life is crazy.
And getting ready to go back to school.
Yes, and I go back to school in June. My life is crazy.
Mhm.
Some days I wake up and I say to myself, like, what in the world am I doing? Basically, I live off of my cell phone, a schedule. I try to schedule things as much as I quite possibly can. And then I have my help from my ambassadors, which if I can't get to different states, I can always send them and they fill in for me, not unless the loungers request for me to be there. Um, I also, with me being married and I have my husband, he takes a lot of the weight off of me because, especially with stuff with our son, he works a full-time job. So when he's able to help out, he can help out. So I live by a schedule. I don't try to take on, especially now, too much. At one point in time, like my first year, I would take on a lot of stuff. I would say, okay, yes, 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 yes. But now I'm starting to say, let me think about it. No, maybe so. And really start planning my schedule out now quarterly instead of as you go. So that's how I balance everything. And then now that I'm going back to school to get another degree, I'll be going strictly online. And so when I'm traveling, I can take my laptop with me and I can do my homework. Because my mom, a lot of people don't know, Tressa knows that my mom passed in July of 2021. And before
Sorry
she,
to hear that.
thank you, before she passed, I promised her I would go back to school and get another degree.
Okay.
So you're fulfilling that promise. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yes.
What are you going to school for?
So now I'm going to school to major in business administration with the concentration of entrepreneurship. And I chose that degree because that'll give me, it'll let me be able to really check and balance everybody.
So would you say your family is your motivation to just keep going and try on all these endeavors? Is your
Yeah.
family your motivation, or what is
Yes.
your motivation?
My family is my number one motivation because, especially now that I'm getting ready to be an empty nester, my son graduates from high school in 2024. and he's my motivation, because like I told him, I do all of this. I don't do this for popularity. I do to create a legacy for him.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He It's nothing like, if you want to go golfing with your coworkers and everything like that, and they smoke cigars, even if you don't smoke, going downstairs in your basement in your humidor and pulling out something that a legacy that was actually created for you, so that you can have this. And I've also told him that even if you don't want to manage the company, you just hire a CEO, put them in place, make sure you're able to check and balance them to make sure the money is coming in, to know what's going on with your company.
Exactly.
So I know I've known you for a long time now, but the one thing that I noticed, so can we talk about like how you come up with the name? Like your recent your recent release is ISIS. How did you come up with like the names of your cigars? Like what is your process of coming up with the name?
So basically, as everybody knows, I chose Ancestry Cigars. The name
She'll pop back on in a second.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, let me tell her she froze.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Yeah. I wanted to keep that going in regards to choosing names for the cigars that represented different kings and queens, because for Egyptian kings and queens, because everybody knows that Egyptian kings and queens were African American.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I chose the names that I chose for my cigars. And all of them, like if you do the research of the Hika, the Almond, the Horus, and the Isis, they're all connected in some form, way, or fashion. They're all basically a lineage.
Okay. So how long, and you released ISIS when?
October 15th of 2021.
It's a fantastic stick. I want you to know. I need to get some more.
Well, hopefully they'll be coming in soon. I'm working on some background things, so hopefully soon we'll have them in. Because actually, the basic line where I'm rebranding those, and I'm probably going to change up the blend for those to come out with something more updated than what we had.
Okay. It's nothing wrong with rebranding. I know Real Girls Wine, we have rebranded a couple times to try to, expand our audience, and it's worked. Sometimes you have to. I think a lot of times we get. So somebody asked a question.
Any flavored cigars?
No, I don't have any flavors. They are on the table to bring a flavor out, but I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to go with.
Cappuccino.
It probably will be a coffee. I'm not even going to lie to you. It probably will, because I'm a coffee
espresso.
Yes.
Let me know. Those are my
hazelnut.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
I love having a good stick in the morning with some coffee. Oh my God, it'd be so good. I can't wait for it to warm up outside. Can't wait. I enjoyed them last mornings when it was warm. I woke up early enough to go get me some coffee, sit outside and smoke, and then get ready for my day. Then all of a sudden, Mother Nature said, nope, y'all not ready.
Mother Nature is bipolar. I don't know what's going on. I can't even go out and golf because I don't golf in the cold.
That's what I want to learn how to do, golf. I'm supposed to be
talking to
one of my sisters, Eastern Stars, is supposed to teach me how to golf because she's a golf instructor.
Yeah, it's really fun. You go enjoy it. It's fun. It's a lot of walking, but it's really fun. It really is.
That's okay. I do the walking.
It's really, but you got the golf carts too. So I mean, some holes you have to walk to, but other holes you can actually ride in a golf cart. That all depends upon where you are.
So do you do like private events, or like how do
So we
you
do
just go on
private
the website?
events. We do private events. We do lounges. We do festivals. We've actually cut our festival schedule down tremendously this year because it got to be a bit too much, and we started really focusing in our lounges because we were doing so many festivals that we were neglecting our lounges. So this year, roughly, I think we'll only do maybe 2 or 3 more festivals, and that's it. As opposed to last year, I think we were 10 or 12 festivals for 2 years.
Mhm. Yeah, you were on the run. You were
Yeah.
on the run.
I
She's
was on
done.
the road so much.
Yeah,
The
she's done
flight
a few.
attendants.
She's done maybe I think 3 of our events. She's been.
Mhm.
She's been a. They've been at 3 of our events, so we've been lucky enough to get her in for 3.
I mean, that Saturday.
I was there.
Wait, you what?
Yeah.
I was there.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, yes.
She was
How
there for
about
House
that?
and Mimosas. That's a good segue for us to recap what happened. So if you were not there, you definitely
You
missed
missed
the
it.
party. I
It was
posted it
fun.
live on Facebook. When I say we had a good time, we had an amazing time. DJ Rob played too much. I reactivated my knee. I was out there dancing like I was back at Kenwood, and I had to sit the last set out. But when I say Rob was clowning, he definitely was clowning.
I seen
So,
Latrice over there getting her little dance on with her backpack.
Yeah.
I had to go apologize.
Nessie said, "I'm so sad. It looked so awesome. It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Hope to
You know
see
what?
you at the next event.
Yes,
I
it
had to go
was.
apologize because I'm like, everybody was like, how you one of the ambassadors and you up in here lit like this?
Hey, that's one of the perks of being a part of Real Girls Night. We party and we work.
And I partied. Yeah, I partied that day. I went from you all's event to another event to another event. I got home about 12 something that night.
And you was back up the next day. She said, "Yeah, I gotta go." I said, "Oh, girl, I don't know how you doing this. I'm
I
over
had to go
here
to
half
Walt
dead."
Keegan.
Yes, we did the same thing because we partied. We went to another bar after that, and then another one, and then got up for brunch.
Yeah,
And started all over again.
And I'm starting all over again Friday because I have guests that are coming in town. My marketing director will actually be in town. And Robert Caldwell, I met him through my marketing director. He'll be in town doing an event at the Humidor in Lisle. So I'm going to go out there and see him Friday night and hang out with them.
Okay.
And yeah, busy weekend. This is now my time is starting to like get busy, crazy busy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like taking it in, like, okay, let me breathe. And then we will go ahead and get this done all the way into November. And then when November comes, I'll sit down.
Well, busy is good. Busy is good.
Yes, it is.
But we were glad you were able to come back and hang out with us on a not a working basis this time, but just
I know it felt funny. I was like, wow, I can actually come and sit down. I don't have to do anything. This is amazing. Like all day Saturday, every time I went to an event, I was like, what? I could actually sit down and enjoy the event. I'm not running around. I'm not setting up. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. It's an excellent thing.
That means you're doing something right.
Yes, yes.
We we didn't even like it was so packed in the place. We were like, oh my God, we couldn't even. We were like we were trying to have fun, but trying to make sure guests were okay. Trying to do everything. We had so much fun. I mean, that's the one thing about our business. Think about it. We get to party. I mean, where else can you have your own where you can smoke on the job or smoke?
Yes.
You know, where you can drink on the job, you can drink and smoke, dance, and just enjoy yourself and not have to worry about so much. And you can dance your way through the party and ask everybody, okay? You can have your cigar in your hand and walk through someplace and ask everybody if they okay. It's a nice thing to be outside of that corporate world, especially for us that work in corporate. That still working we can finally do something that's fun and unwind. And I think that's the one thing that I love about the business that we're all in Is it something that we enjoy doing? We love wine. I love cigars, whiskeys, bourbons, and we get to share that with so many people and get people out of their comfort zone. I'm quite sure you're able to teach, people how to do, how to change up their cigars, like when they want to start moving. Because just like with wine, your palate changing, your palate changes smoking with cigar. I think I smoked a sweet cigar maybe 2 times. I said, no, that's not it. Because I drink bourbons and whiskeys. So it wasn't working for me. And I think I stayed in the mild cigar for a little bit, but now I love a full body. I will do a light one every now and then.
But for me, one thing I do, and a lot of people don't know this, is like to really open up the taste buds on your tongue. In between your cigars, you can eat some dark chocolate. Or what I do is I take a shot of peroxide every morning to get all of the tobacco off of my tongue from the day before. Because my average amount of cigars a day, depending upon if I have an event going on, if I can smoke up to like 6 cigars a day if I have an event going on. But if I don't have an event going on, I can smoke about 3 a day.
Yeah, that's me.
Dark chocolate and peroxide. Okay, let me write that down.
And then what I also do too is I do the peroxide too in the mornings, but at night, like when I come in or when I'm finished smoking, I always I start off with brushing my teeth with coconut oil. And I use the coconut oil, I brush down, and then I brush my teeth and gargle afterwards. And that way I don't feel like I'm tasting that cigar the next day.
Well, one thing about me is as soon as I come from the lounge, I have to go, no matter if I'm on the road or if I'm at home, I have to go home. The first thing I have to do is take a shower to get all of the smoke off of me and everything like that. And then after I do that, lotion up and all that stuff, that's when I start going through the process of getting my taste buds back open. And that's another reason why in the morning I always drink coffee.
Yes.
With my cigar, because that wakes me up, wakes my tongue up and my palate up, and it enables me to be able to taste my cigars throughout the day. But one thing a lot of people don't know about me, I smoke various cigars. I don't only smoke mine.
Okay.
That's one of the things, because that helps me continue to have ideas, to continue to keep going, and to continue to come out with new cigars.
Can you also explain? I'm sorry. Explain, like you said, a full body one, a sweet one. So how does it start? Like, is it
So in actuality, according to the FDA, they don't include sweet cigars are not a cigar. So basically, a Connecticut cigar is a real mild cigar. Like it really like the aging process for a Connecticut. As long as you let it dry out and you give it like maybe 3 weeks to dry out, 6 to 8 weeks roughly to dry out, you can go ahead and put it on the market, and then it'll just age gradually on its own. Then you have the Habano cigar, which that's more like a medium, almost a full, depending upon what type of Habano filler you put in the middle of the cigar. Because each cigar has a wrapper, a binder, and a filler. So then the one like I'm smoking, I'm the Maduro woman. You'll see, and Tressa will tell you, you'll know when I've been smoking the next morning and I've been in a confined place, my voice gets real raspy when it's with a lot of smoke. And a Maduro is a full body cigar. I mean, it's like full. If you're not used to smoking, I tell people, I've had people that have told me they started out with a Maduro and it made them sick. I was like, why would you smoke a Maduro and you haven't like gotten your palate adjusted from the bottom all the way up to that level?
Yep, that was the purpose of me asking.
Yeah, it will make you sick. And one thing I do, even though I'm an experienced smoker, I do eat before I smoke. I don't never not eat before I smoke.
Have something on your stomach. Okay.
Like drinking. You need something on your stomach. Because I know for our wine tours, we tell people, please eat before you come. And then we try to have like snacks or something on the bus in between. But we always make sure that they eat. We make sure we tell them, because you want to be able to enjoy the experience, and not because if you know from like attending House of Mimosas, that's champagne. will sneak up on you so fast you
Man,
think you
it
drinking.
snuck up on me. It snuck up on me.
Girl,
Yes.
I got to the second stop and I went in the booth and I had to lay down for a little bit. I couldn't like 15, 20.
And I had to start drinking water because I was like, wait, the room is really spinning right now.
Yeah, that's why we make sure on the tours or our events we have an abundance of water because you need that balance. Because mimosas and wine, you think, oh, it's not going to do anything because it's not hard liquor. It definitely will sneak up on you.
Well,
And then I leave you all and I go to the next event after I take my 15 to 20-minute lap. And then I started drinking lemon drop martinis.
oh Jesus.
Then I go to the third stop and I finish up with Buffalo Trace. So,
And you know that's my favorite. I love me some Buffalo Trace and Knob Creek. Woo.
Okay. What is that?
Those are bourbons.
ooh, girl, good bourbons. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You can put them in coffee and go to work and you
Yes.
have a beautiful day. all
Have
day.
a beautiful day.
Nobody will ever know.
Nobody-
Like, why you skipping around? Don't worry.
Just spinning around in your chair all day.
Because Buffalo
be
Trace
very
even makes
productive,
K-cups.
They sure do.
What?
Yep.
They make
Why don't you write
K-cups.
that down?
Okay, she got
Buffalo
it.
Trace
Y'all better get y'all notebooks out.
You can get them at Pete's.
Wow.
Look, something Nessie said, wait a minute.
You better grab your notepad.
Look,
Yeah.
Mel said yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
work a stressful job. So let me
Yes.
write that down.
And girl,
I
you put it in-
remember
you put it in the
I used to put Bailey's because Bailey's make the little cups and so does rum chata. I would have me some Bailey's or rum chata in that coffee. You wouldn't even know. I'd just be skipped to the loo, my darling.
As Buffalo Trace K-cups have helped me a lot of days with an extra shot of Buffalo Trace. Yeah, it's really helped me a lot of days.
Now, see, I didn't even know they made the K cups. I'm going to be somewhere trying to find them.
The last time I got like 6 boxes. Please don't judge me.
This is a judge-free zone.
I got 6 boxes at Pete's, the Pete's Marketplace. Yeah.
Yes, we don't have a Pete's out here. I'm gotta wait till I come. I have to send one of my lovely ambassadors or my sister.
I
to
got
go
one
get.
right back on 95th and Pulaski right now.
We'll go over there and see if they have them. And they probably do. And they're really good. And you just put that extra shot in there and you'll be great for the day.
Oh, we got Mel in the chat saying Buffalo Trace is the business.
It is. Girl, Mel knows.
Well, we're gonna be in Kentucky anyway. So whenever I remember last time I was ordering that Buffalo Trace and Rabbit Hole, them two, they be having me nice.
And we made our own bourbon in Kentucky. I named mine Trouble when you see.
Oh, look at that one.
It was so good because you get to since you get to make your own bourbon blend. So you get you go to a tasting and then they give you they give you like 6 or 7 to taste or 8. Then they teach you a class and then at the end you get to make your own blend. So you over there like a mastermind making
I had those droppers going. I was like, okay, a drop of this, 2 drops of that, and I got the perfect blend. I'm like, look, okay, I'm a bourbon drinker now.
I just talked to a friend. He actually just got back today. He went on a bourbon tours. He did Angels Envy, Woodford Reserve. What else did he do? Eagles Rare and all that. He came back with a lot of bottles. He said he spent about $600-$700.
And this is kind of the best time to go because a lot of people go when we're going. It's a little busy, so it's hard to get in. So we just pick a few places, but we stay centrally located so people can go out and do stuff. So
I'm excited.
So I can't wait. You got to come with us one time when we go.
I am. Let me, my sister's getting married this.
I know.
So,
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to her. So everything from now until we get her down the aisle, August 12th is going to be crazy.
I know. I know.
As they say, we're trying to figure out how to get the cigars into Mexico. So everything is just like crazy.
She having a destination wedding. Okay.
Yeah,
she's having a destination wedding.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was just with her and Charlie a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, we gotta get them down the aisle. August 12th. I'm gonna be on the beach drunk after they say they gonna be looking.
You'll be
on
the beach
she
drunk
over there.
down there. We'll be drunk up here for you for your friend.
Honey, I told him, I said, I'm gonna be on the beach drunk. I'm not don't ask me to do nothing. I'm gonna have my cigar and my liquor. I'll be high. I don't want to hear nothing. No. But yes. So we have exciting things. I do have something exciting. Mel, she's on here, and she is the creator of the Cigar Queens of the Midwest, which we're doing in conjunction and other people.
Okay.
On October 14th. So you all have seen it. I've been sharing it on social media and everything. I'm one of the panelists, along with other panelists throughout the Midwest. So be on the lookout for more information for that coming up soon.
Okay.
She might hop in the comments.
She's been in there. She's in the comments.
Yeah.
She was the one that said Buffalo Trace is the business.
I'm telling you, girl, go try
it. It is. I'll be banned.
Go to the liquor store when you get done.
She said, yes, thank you. We actually, I had made a drink with some, but I had made this drink. One of my good friends, she made us a drink with that Buffalo Trace. The way she made it, you couldn't taste the Buffalo Trace, but baby, let me tell you, we was tore up. I was like, this is ridiculous. I should not feel like this. How many of these things did you make us? I was like,
So do not drink it outside in the heat. That's what I'm going to tell you in the summer. Do not do it in the heat because you will pass out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really an inside cool drink. If you get sick in the wintertime, it makes a nice hot toddy.
Yes, it does.
Excellent hot toddy. It really does.
Most said, hey, ladies.
Hey, how are you?
So, on topic of the cigars and stuff. So, if we've been thinking about hosting I know me and Miana talked about hosting like some type of class type thing of pairings. So, we would love to talk more about, pairings of, maybe alcohol. Maybe we could talk about more of, like we were talking about now, the preparation, something that we all can come together and do because we've developed a great, relationship. And so we were thinking about maybe doing something like that. Like get together. It doesn't small groups, doesn't have to be anything real big. And we can, you can you have the sticks there, we could, do something like that and just talk about pairing because I think a lot of times people don't realize that when people hear cigars, they hear it automatically got to be paired with some whiskey, bourbon, but they don't know that it could be paired with things like wine. I pair my cigars with wine all the time, especially like I know if I'm smoking a lighter cigar, I might have a, kind of a lighter wine. I might have like a Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. But if I'm smoking on the heavier end and I don't feel like smoking a bourbon or whiskey, I might decide I'm going to have a Cabernet or something like that. But a lot of people don't know. Everybody think that it automatically has to be a bourbon or whiskey is what a lot of people feel like they have to have when they're smoking a cigar. So what can we talk about that a little bit? And
so some people, you'll see some people drink tequila when they're smoking their cigars. You'll see some people drink vodka when they're smoking their cigars. You'll see some people don't drink alcohol at all. Some will do pop or water or coffee. And that's one of the reasons why when I get my samples in for my cigars, I try to smoke them with different things from coffee to water to pop to bourbons to whiskeys to tequilas to vodkas, you name it. I try to do that so I can get the notes and know what's going on. I don't do it all at once. Let me say that. Hey, there go my sister. She just came in. Hey, sis.
Hey, Hello. Congratulations.
Oh, that's the bride. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
So I try to, when I'm creating a cigar, I try to have various things and taste it so that I can know what the people are tasting when they're smoking my cigars.
Look, just like a man, I do whiskey all day, every day. No
Carl.
wine for me.
But I know a good wine that's good.
Yeah,
with
I tried
cigar.
that. I tried that. You can hang. He not even trying.
No, I was about to say that I like smoking with my cigars. It's the Cooper's Hawk night jar.
Night jar.
Cooper's Hawk. Have you tried that one, Tressa?
That's a
Yeah, I
port
didn't have it,
wine.
but you know what? When I started drinking, so I started drinking more port wines from Portugal.
Okay.
Because night jar is their version of it. They just can't call it a port because it's not from Portugal. So when I started drinking more of the port wines, then I started not really being able to, like, night jar give it a different taste. So you guys just gotta, I have it because I then switched up and I don't have my Cooper's Hawk my membership anymore. Because once you start traveling to different places, you can't. It's just like, even sometimes with a cigar, like I might have started with this cigar, but then when I started broadening my way out, like I can't. I remember I thought I was doing something years ago when I first started, and I had a Tatiana. I don't want one of them things. And that's why I tell you, I switched so quick, because that Tatiana, I was like, no, that's not it. And I switched so fast. The same thing with wine. All of our palates kind of changed. We didn't kind of been working with Keisha, and then Latrice been on her little journey with us, so she didn't have some different wines. So we are, it's a learning everyday process, and your palate will change. And I think that goes across the board.
Yeah.
Right, but it's just learning that everybody's palate is different. What you like, somebody else might not like, and that's okay. It's just finding what's best for you.
Because I know people that, like, they sit up and they'll tell me in a minute, how do you sit up and drink those bourbons? It don't burn. I'm like, no.
That's what I always thought, that it burned. Yeah.
It all depends upon you, whether or not it's going to burn you. Because everybody, it doesn't burn. Now, don't get me wrong. I've tasted some bourbons that they burn. And once I hit it with some water, I'm good. I'll continue to go.
Well, when we were in Kentucky last year, one of the things we learned in that class is they talked about, if you want to open your bourbons and whiskeys up, you drop just a drop of water in there, and it's going to open it up, and it'll all kind of kill that burn a little bit. So we learned that, because Miana's term for last year for the wine, for the bourbon experience, was drop me up, because that.
Because one of the bourbons that they gave us,
that rabbit hole. She had the rabbit hole.
Look, I had that dropper going because I know my limitations, and I'm not ashamed, that I'm a baby when it comes to bourbon and whiskey and all of that. So I'm not ashamed of that. I will take that dropper and put some water in it, because it's about what I like, not what anybody else likes. It's about my palate. And I had to learn that, because I was trying to do what other people were doing. I'm like, Yana, slow down, because that's not even you. So they laughing because I was saying, drop me up, because he was like, you got to put a drop of water in there to, to get it to your liking. And he put one drop in there, and I tasted it. I was like, oh, no, drop me up, because I needed a few more drops. I stay in my lane, and I don't, make no excuses, or I don't apologize for my palate. It is what it is.
Mo even remember that Mo cracking up. She like, drop
I
me
see
up.
Mo saying drop me up, because I definitely was saying that. So the entire trip, that was the joke, drop me up. So
I don't see anything wrong with that. That's just like I tell people that, don't try to force certain a Maduro or Habano down anybody's throat. Everybody smokes what they want to smoke. That's just like even different gauges of cigars. A lot of people ask me, why do I keep my cigars at the gauge of 52? And I do that because so you can actually get the full flavor of the cigar. And not only that, because the bigger the cigar goes, that's more filler and more air than they put in there. And I don't want my cigar broken down like that. Now, in the future, will I do bigger gauges? I probably will, as limited editions. But with having a constant line, it'll probably always be a 52s.
I
Now,
like
I
that
got a
your cigars
question.
always fit in my they always fit in my humidor, in my whatever humidor I'm here, they fit. Because I bought a bigger and they never fit. Now I'm trying to fit it, then I can't even carry it. So I
Yeah.
like that yours fit in there, and I like the how long they last. I
Mhm.
mean they don't last long because I usually be to smoke them, but I like that I've had a cigar that I've gotten by the time I've gotten it home. I think it was probably going old anyway. It doesn't last long. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I got a question
Yes, ma'am.
for the baby. Can you break it down as to what a gauge is?
So basically, a gauge is the size of the cigar. Like this cigar right here is a 60 gauge. It's basically all the size of the cigars. You know how you see some men and they smoking those real big cigars?
Mhm.
Those are like 75 gauges. But you have to also understand that the bigger the gauge, the more filler they have to put in there. And you really can't taste the actual, as I call it, the recipe. When you're doing those bigger gauges and you're dealing with more filler.
Okay.
It's because it gives you basically, as a baby, let me say this, you get more air out of the cigar the bigger the gauge is.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
she's taking her notes.
Yeah.
So do people go on your website to get your cigars if they're not able to come to the lounges or they're not able to come to the events?
So right now, the website is down because we're changing over a lot of stuff, and they can send us an email. They can email Ancestry Cigars inc@gmail.com, and you can like email us what you want, and then we will contact you, and we will ship the stuff out.
And if a person wasn't sure, could you customize it for them based on their preferences?
Correct. We can customize anything because we have some people that all they order is the Connecticut's because they don't like stronger cigars. Or some people all they order is Maduros or Habanos, and we can customize it for them.
Okay.
Yes, we can. But when the new website comes up, we will no longer be selling single cigars. We'll only be doing 5-packs and boxes.
Okay.
That's all. And also the apparel section of the new website will be direct drop shipment. We will no longer be shipping out any more apparel anymore. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we do drop shipping. Like we have our like the shirt Keisha's wearing and the shirts we were wearing on Saturday. We have those for sale on our website for people who want to buy them, said they survived. And then we gave gift bags with the same thing on it that people can have as a souvenir to just
I
toss
like
stuff
gift
in.
bag. I've already been using my gift bag.
Okay. Okay, keep on advertising us.
Stuff
Keep
in a gift
on
bag
advertising us.
Yeah, because I think right now I have a Ancestry Cigars mug, coffee mug, and I do use that.
Yeah, we got stuff out. We got we have new stuff that's coming out. One thing we're actually coming out with pokers for men. I will probably put some of the sample pictures up tomorrow, and it'll actually have our logo on it. One of them is actually, it's a poker that looks like a baseball bat, and then the other one actually looks like a cigar, and they just unscrew it and they can just stick it in their cigar for those who don't want to burn their fingers. And then we're also coming out with some leggings. We're coming out with the tank tops again for the summer.
That's what I want, the tank top.
Yeah, I'm changing the colors up this year, so it's not going to be the same colors. I try to change colors every year so it won't get boring, but we'll always keep the original colors for the hoodies and the t-shirts, which were black and gold. We'll always have those.
Okay. Will you have pink in this?
Pink one, because for the tank tops, we didn't do pink last year. It was a lavender, and everybody thought it was pink, but it is a pink one, and I'm gonna let come out.
Okay.
How did we know she would ask about that pink?
Look, that's my favorite color. Everybody know pink is my favorite color. So.
Yeah, pink is one of the colors that is gonna come out. It is in.
Mo said, "Lord, Mo, you already knew I was gonna ask about something pink." Anybody that has known me longer than 5 minutes will know that I'm gonna have a pink something.
So basically, the way it's gonna be set up, you can choose whatever color you want. It'll have multiple colors that you can choose. It's not gonna just Now, for me, you'll only see me in certain colors that I'm not going to allow to be on the website.
Okay.
So that's something. And then in this fall, we are going to come out as a limited edition with the hoodie dresses for the women.
Oh, that's gonna be
Ooh.
good.
Like, because if I don't know if Tress has seen, but I have some. I have a olive green one, I have a gray one, and I have a black one, and it has
I think I seen either the olive green or the black. I just know it was a dark color.
Yep. And I will end up putting, I'll put those up because so many people have asked me for those. And I'm like, okay, I'll let you all have them. So,
So currently, where are your cigars carried?
so in the Midwest, in the state of Illinois, there are in Casa de Pujols, they're in Beverly Cigar, and they're in Habanos where I'm at now. So in Indiana, they're in Tobacco Land, 1101, Elements, and Dialogue. Then we're in Oklahoma. Then we're in Black Box Cigar Club. I didn't put the pictures up, but we are the in the box of the month for Black Box Cigar Club. Where's other Black brands that are in there with me as well. I'll put those pictures up probably tomorrow morning. Then we're also in Houston, Texas. We're in Enterprise, Alabama. Soon to be Florida. Soon to be we picking up some lounges in Georgia. And Ohio, we're going back into Ohio. And then we're trying to get into Missouri, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
Wow.
So how did you get out of your comfort zone with just like starting to branch out and go into different states?
Okay, so a lot of people don't know I didn't build in Illinois. I built outside Illinois and I came back in. So I did that in terms of by doing festivals. One of the festivals that I do that actually I'm going into my third year to be a sponsor for them is Destination Herf, which is in January in Miami. I credit a lot of my success to the simple fact that I have a wonderful marketing team. Jason Ferguson, that owns Destination Herf, really put Ancestry Cigars on the map. And I thank him so much because if it wasn't for him, I think we would not be as successful as we are right now as far as our marketing strategy and making sure that we're getting to the point where we're a household name. Um, and that's how I ended up building outside of the state of Illinois because I basically, when you do the festivals, you have more access to people in different states as opposed to if you start building in your home state. And then those people take your cigars back to their lounges
Right.
and that they own, or if they're customers, they'll take it back to lounges that they go to, and then people will start reaching out to you to get your cigars on board.
Okay.
So it's a process. It's not a like I tell everybody, like it's not going to happen overnight. I don't care what business you're in, you're not going to see a return for 3 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you're coming into the cigar industry and you're going to be making money right off the bat, you're not. You're gonna have some quarters where you in the hole. You're gonna have some accounts that are not payable because you don't have the money to pay them, whatever's going on. But you have to just keep, pressing and moving forward. Because I know for me, what enables me to keep moving forward is that I have not only my family looking at me, but I have so many women that are looking at me because it's like if she can do it, I can do it. And that's why I tell the women it's not hard. I mean, it's hard, but you have to, if this is what you want to do, you have to stay focused and keep moving forward.
Is there any advice that you
Yeah, and
would
that's the same thing.
someone?
Like people see,
Mm-mm.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Is there any
very,
advice?
very little, but yeah.
Okay. Is there any advice that you would give, like, just people that want to start a business, period, especially the younger generation of entrepreneurs that's coming out, like anything that you could give them to like help start a business or Right.
Whatever business you're in, please do the paperwork first. I'm real big on protecting whatever business, your brand, whatever you want to call it, that you have started. I've had quite a few people lately come to me about paperwork issues that they're having, how they didn't check and balance everything. But the paperwork is essential. And do your research. Whatever business you're going into, research it, get mentors, talk to people, ask them how they did it. I talk to various people as like, when you read my bio, I'm the first African American woman in the state of Illinois to hold a premium tobacco license. So some of my mentors are men that are successful. I talked to the owner of Black Star Line Cigars. I talked to him, Bernard Terrell. I talked to him. Don't.
His wife was the one who catered our. She catered for
Mhm.
us on this weekend, Jillian.
Yes,
That's who catered for us on Saturday.
yes.
That
So
girl can
don't.
cook her butt off.
She sure can. Oh, salmon enchiladas, girl. Salmon enchiladas.
Yeah, that's Bernard's wife.
Mhm. And understand that you have to be patient. It's like a baby. Just imagine your business is your baby, and you have to understand, and it has to grow. It has to mature. It's with a baby, does a baby come out of you and is automatically a teenager? No. So you have to really let it mature and stop listening to the haters and the naysayers. Like, prime example with me, lately for the past few months, every time you look up, it's always something. And anybody that'll tell you that really know me, I've always been a private brand, which it wasn't no mess, it wasn't this, it wasn't that, it wasn't the other. And it's like, that's how I know I honestly must be doing something, because everybody got Ancestry in their mouth now, and they got me. And I have to, and people bring me so much stuff now. I have to like just step back, digest it, and be like, I'm not even gonna listen to that mess. I'm not.
And everybody always got some type of advice about how you should run your business.
Your business.
Mm-mm.
Like, we work together as a team and we get stuff going, but everybody always got something about how you should run your business.
First of all, my thing is, when they say how I should run my business, I tell them to go get them one first, and then they can tell me something. I do. I tell them, how about you go get you one? For real, I do that at great lengths, because like it gets to the point where you're just like, when do you go shut up? I mean,
Right. Unsolicited advice.
exactly. And the killing thing that, like, one of the things that's like really bothering me lately is when our own people, no matter what business you're in, sit up and always have something negative to say. And that's not, for me, that's not cool. Because we're all in this together. And like I tell people, especially with cigars, having a cigar brand is like going in the cereal aisle of a store. It's so many different cereals, just like it's so many different cigar brands. Some people don't like mine, some people are not, but I don't take it personally.
Yeah, it's the same thing with wine. Same thing with wine. It's going to be many. I like dry. Miana prefer the sweeter side. Sometimes people are in between. It just depends on what you like. You may not like, and that's the beautiful thing. Same thing with people. It's people all over, and people that is various people. You might like a person, somebody else may not like them. So
Exactly.
everybody has to do their own thing. So
I agree.
Absolutely.
So
and
what
it's
else?
usually the people that don't even patronize our business that have the most advice for us. So that's super shocking to me. Like, you haven't even been on a wine tour, but you giving me advice on what we should be doing. That's crazy to me.
First of all, you really don't have a business out there like you all do that do wine tours. It's very unique that you do that. And I tell Trust all the time, I'm very proud of you all. You all have a business that anytime you all come and ask me for something, I say yes. You all are one of the top fives that yes, 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 yes. Okay, we'll make it happen. Yes, yes, yes. So
I appreciate that.
Yes.
So your sister says, stay true to yourself and your brand. People respect consistency. And I definitely agree.
She has
we
an MBA.
We do not waver.
Yeah. She has an
We both
MBA, so
said
she
very
knows.
much. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So take it from
Yes.
somebody that knows.
Yes, she does. She knows. She knows. We talk at great lengths. She'll sell people. She's like, I'm very proud of her because she's done something that she was like, I wouldn't have did it because she's crazy, but I wouldn't have did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into an
And we
industry.
hear that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear that a lot too because we are Black women doing wine tours and we do something that's unique. Ours are not like everybody else's, and we stay consistent to that what we're doing. We haven't changed up. We offer like a lot of different things on our wine tours. We just try to make sure that we maintain that consistency that people eventually start coming to our, stationary events as well.
And
Mhm.
not only that, we
So
support people. We went to a grand opening for a winery in Indianapolis. We went to what is it, South Bend, Indiana. So we travel and support Black businesses. Well, businesses, period. But we also support people. So it's not just us growing our business. We definitely give back. For our
Mhm.
last year anniversary, we had an anniversary party where it was free. We
Mhm.
didn't charge anybody anything, and we supplied food. We had food catered, we had drinks, etc. So we don't charge for everything. We try to get back. So it's a balance. It's not just take, take, take. We give as well.
And that's a
And
good thing.
support.
Yeah, that's a good
your
thing. And
sister
that's what I
said she
tell her.
ride hard for you.
In capital letters.
in cap in capital
I'm the
letters.
baby.
Mhm.
I'm the baby, as they say. Yeah, she does. She really, really does. And the
So
thing
we're
is,
gonna get ready to close out. Go ahead. So what you gonna say?
oh, she
I
rides
need
very hard for her sister. She does.
And
She
that's
she
important
she
to
has to
have
get
a
she's so
accustomed
support
to
much.
people.
system.
She has to get accustomed to people
She
now
keeps me
walking up in the
cracking
street
up.
to her. That's her thing.
She cracks me up. I just sat next to her in a meeting not too long ago. Can't with her. Can't.
Mm-mm.
Marfield said,
Well,
"Awesome segment."
thank
So
you.
Thank
let's
you.
close. We're gonna so to close, again, can you just tell everybody where um they can tell people your website again so they can go look you up. We know that it's not, or your social media, how they can find you on social media, and where they can follow you.
So you can follow me on Instagram at ancestry underscore cigars underscore INC. And then you can follow us on Facebook as Ancestry Cigars Incorporated. Then you can also follow me on my personal business page, which is Enid Full Body Blanton. And then you can also email us at Ancestry Cigars Incorporated at gmail.com.
Okay. We
Okay,
want
thank
to
you,
thank
Lynn.
you for joining us today. We hope that you had a great
Good
time with
time.
us, just hanging out. We wish the best and only continued growth and success for your business. We look forward to working with you in the long run for many, many more
Yes,
years to come
yes,
as we both
yes,
grow in our
yes.
businesses.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you for
Nice
the
meeting you.
opportunity,
Thanks for
Nice
coming
guys.
meeting
on.
It was nice
you.
Thanks
meeting
for
everyone,
coming.
and I'll talk to you all soon.
All
Good
right.
night.
All right. Bye
And
bye.
thank you guys for joining us today. See you next month, where our guest is Mayosha of My Famous Jackson Dogs. You all have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.